Inspiring story of a farmer who cultivates wheat in England. England, a country commonly known for industrial development, high technology and modern lifestyle. But this country also has deep roots in agriculture. Agriculture had an important place in the rural economy of England in the 19th and 20th centuries. In this story, we will discuss the inspirational journey of a simple English farmer who touched new heights in wheat farming with the help of his hard work, dedication and modern techniques. Introduction. The protagonist of our story is John Smith, who comes from a small village in the countryside of England. John's family had been farming for generations, but in recent years they were suffering huge losses due to traditional farming methods and changing weather. After John's father died, the family's debt burden increased further. He only had 50 acres of land, which was considered very small for that area. Although John had completed his schooling and had job opportunities in the city, he decided to stay in the village and take forward his family business. But he knew that cultivating wheat using only traditional methods was no longer possible. He had to do something new, something that could improve his and his family's financial condition. Problems of traditional farming. Farming wheat in England has always been a challenging task due to the unpredictable nature of the weather and changing climate patterns. Constantly changing weather, such as excessive rain or drought, would destroy the crops. John's farms also faced the same problems. Due to traditional methods of farming, the yield was decreasing and the costs were constantly increasing. In addition, cheap wheat imported from Europe and other countries had made market competition even tougher for local farmers in England. Farmers were not getting fair prices, making it difficult for them to make a living. For John, the challenge was double. On the one hand, the vagaries of weather, and on the other hand, market competition. Step towards innovation and modern technology. John was determined not to give up. He started reading about new research and techniques in agriculture. He saw how farmers in other countries were using new techniques to increase their yield and turn agriculture into a profitable business. He decided that he would also use those modern techniques in his farm. John first got the soil tested. He found out that his land lacked essential nutrients, which was reducing the yield. He prepared the right mix of organic manure and fertilizers and applied it to his fields. Also, he adopted modern water management techniques, such as drip irrigation system, which saved water and provided adequate moisture to the crop. Steps towards sustainable farming. Another important step that John took was to move towards sustainable farming. The government and various NGOs in England were encouraging farmers to adopt environmentally friendly farming methods. John took full advantage of this. He started using organic pesticides in his fields, which not only saved his crops from chemical damage but also increased the fertility of the land. In addition, John began using cover crops. This improved the soil structure and the quality of the crops grown on the farm. Sustainable farming not only increased John's wheat yields, but also provided him with a sustainable model to preserve his farm for future generations. Training and education. Innovation in farming requires not just technology but also proper training and education. John began attending training programs organized by the local agricultural university and government organizations. There he learned how to plan crops keeping climate change in mind, and which crops may be more productive in which season. John also used the internet, from where he got information about the latest methods of farming. He also took guidance from YouTube channels and various agricultural experts. Thus, John increased his knowledge and skills and implemented it in his farm. Crop rotation and diversification. Instead of relying only on wheat, John also resorted to crop rotation and diversification. He started cultivating other crops such as maize, barley, and pulses along with wheat. This maintained the fertility of his land and provided him with a steady income in different seasons. Crop rotation maintains the balance of nutrients in the soil and ensures long-term use of the land. Diversification not only increased John's income, but also reduced the risk in the farming business. The failure of one crop did not affect his entire income, as he made profits from other crops as well. Direct access to the market. A major problem of farming in England was that farmers were not able to sell their crops directly in the market. They had to sell their produce through middlemen, due to which they were not able to get a fair price. To solve this problem, John contacted the local markets directly. He started selling his wheat and other crops directly to local supermarkets and mills. For this, he paid special attention to the quality of his products and established a brand. John also took the help of internet and social media. He started selling his produce online, which increased his reach to big cities. This not only gave him more profit but also established his identity as a successful farmer. Steps towards success. John's hard work and innovation soon paid off. The yield from his fields doubled and the quality of his produce became so good that it was in demand in the local markets. Seeing his success, other farmers in the village were inspired by him and they too started adopting modern techniques. John decided to share his success with others. He started training other farmers in the village and told them about modern farming methods. Apart from this, he established a cooperative society for farmers in collaboration with local agricultural organizations, where farmers could jointly buy seeds, fertilizers and agricultural equipment. This also reduced their costs and gave a new direction to farming. Community leadership and future plans. John's journey made him not only a successful farmer but also a community leader. His hard work and dedication revolutionized agriculture in his village. Today John works with the farmers of his village to make them aware of new agricultural techniques. He is making people aware about water conservation, environmental protection, and sustainable farming in the village. Now John plans to start cultivating organic wheat in his farm so that he can sell his produce in international markets as well. For this, he is working towards getting organic certification and is taking steps to make his farms completely chemical-free. Inspirational message. This story of John Smith teaches us that if we work hard, dedicate ourselves and put our efforts in the right direction, any difficulty can be overcome. Agriculture, which is traditionally considered difficult, can be turned into a profitable business with modern techniques and innovation. Like John, if every farmer changes his thinking and adopts new methods, he can not only improve his economic condition but can also bring about a change in the society. This inspiring journey of John is a lesson for every farmer in England.